All right. Hey everybody. So, I here's what happened. First, hello. It's me, D again. We're playing more Batman. So first things first. I know the audio for the first episode was garbage. Fixed it. I'm pretty sure. 90% sure. Second, this was supposed to be my first playthrough through this game. My first experience with this game, and I forgot to record when I started episode 2. So, restarting and retrying. With that being said, I know all the choices that I made before, so I'll make the same choices. That way you guys can see my reactions as honestly as I can re-portray them. I'm still reeling from some of the things that happened, so my responses may be a little bit different, but I think for the most part, you're going to see me feel a lot of the same emotions because I'm still real mad at a choice that whoever made the story made. Other than that, thank you for coming back after last episode. I'm going to continue to ramble because nervous. And let's get into it. Again, I'm playing the most Bruce Wayne I can play, not necessarily the most Batman because they are different, at least in my humble comic booky and opinion. So yeah, let's start with our previously on.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
What a shitty thing to say.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette.
Vale.
Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
Damn, that was hard. Damn, that was a hard hit.
I bet.
This is Selina.
I still love that reveal. That's like the perfect way for them to figure out who is who.
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
I for sure thought
The
this
chemicals.
was
Where are
a
they?
scarecrow thing.
We're all being played here, including you. Christ almighty! It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Nah. They'd have saved us.
You don't have to do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce. I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
Tell me, all of this is a lie.
I wish I could. There are no angels in Gotham, Bruce.
What?
Maybe there never were.
What? No, Alfred, you're supposed to say, yes, it is a
I've
lie.
been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades.
Alfred, you're saying the wrong
I
words.
hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm. Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Wait, all 3 of them work together?
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again.
Oh, I'm gonna let you down, Alfred. I'm gonna let you down so much in the
This
future.
is the first time
You're
I've
gonna
been
be
back
like,
here
settle
since
down,
that
have a
night.
family. I'm gonna be like,
When
gotta
the
save the
police
city.
called me to collect you. I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
Wouldn't Chill just run when he recognized him?
Well, it's a fair assumption.
But he didn't.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've
Also,
never
we
wavered
know
from
it's
that
chill in
story.
this one.
I
Interesting.
can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
No, it's been 20 years. You said it's been 20 years. You're not gonna find details from a murder that happened 20 years ago.
I want him standing here. Right now.
You said you remembered everything in
And
vivid
what would
detail.
the
Are you
Batman
saying
do
that
with
you
his
didn't
own
remember everything in
parents'
vivid
killer?
detail, and now you're
The
remembering everything in
possibilities are
vivid detail?
frightening.
I wouldn't trust myself around him.
That man doesn't kill.
That's why I wouldn't trust myself.
I don't get. Wait, no. Okay, you. This is
He was
pushing it.
stabbed to death
Even
in
for a
prison.
comic book story,
No
this is
one
pushing
mourns
it.
for Joe Chill, Bruce.
You're investigating a 20-year-old crime scene today, and you're like, oh, okay, now I'm piecing it together. It wasn't just a Miranda mugging. And you're not adding context. I guess you could be adding context, but if you remembered it
just
in
wanted to
vivid
protect us.
detail.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I always wanted to be brave. Just like him.
And you are. He would be so proud to see that you took a different path. Think back to that night, as hard as it might be to do so.
Investigating a 20-year-old crime scene to figure out. I don't know why that bothers me so much.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
The pearls. When did the pearls become such an important part of the mythos to Batman? Was that always a thing, or is that a new thing?
Where exactly
Well,
does
not
the
new,
memory
but
end?
like, when did
With your
that? When was
father
that added to the
pleading.
mythos? I don't know. I don't know. It seems
You
so
don't have to
important
do
now,
this.
like you see it in all the
In the gunfires.
adaptations, but
And after that,
that couldn't have been
there
a
are considerable
plot point
gaps in
when it
that
came out, right? Because
recollection.
that doesn't seem like something that was that
Maybe.
important at its
Do I
inception.
really want to know?
You don't have to do this. Bruce, stay back.
Ooh, that's a good transition.
Nothing personal, just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this. Tell Falcone. He's making a mistake.
Oh my God! Bruce saw his dad get shot in the eye? There we go, our pearls. That's wild. Bruce saw his dad get shot. This kid. Okay, he's reasonably messed up. Seeing someone get shot, crazy. Seeing your father get shot in the eye,
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging.
that's
were
incredibly.
assassinating.
That's terrible.
And
I don't know
Cameron
how else to say. I don't know what else to
knows
say about
why.
that. That's fucked.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Dent, Mr. Wayne, welcome to the GCPD.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Now, ordinarily, we'd never let you in to see Falcone, but it must be nice to have a DA in your pocket, Mr. Wayne. Bend the rules whenever you need it.
I realize this is irregular, Lieutenant. I wouldn't ask if there was another way.
I'm vouching for him, Gordon. Trust me, he's one of the good guys.
A good guy who always gets what they want. Now, in my book, there's no such thing.
What are you in a Spider-Man comic?
Nice job bringing in
Ba-doo-chick.
Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted
Renee!
to say, you know, some of us police
It's
support you,
Renee!
despite what the media is saying.
Hey, I'm gonna start a
Thanks,
team.
Sergeant.
You're gonna join my Outsiders team, right? You can lead them.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but
Ooh, I
he
should
held
have asked her if
back.
she knew
He
the
cares
question.
about doing the right thing.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah, it's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. Just say what you got to say. We'll be out
Say
here.
what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Episode 2. Children of Arkham.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
You look like you tangled with the wrong guy.
This is nothing. You should have seen me before I became boss. I'd show up all beat to hell. Your father had sewn me back together. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Did you have something to do with his death?
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. But you showed me the door. Got a whole closet full of birthday presents I was never able to give you. It's a damn shame you ask me.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh? I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. I think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah. There's a kindness in you. You care about people. Even mean old bastards like me.
I lost her so young. I hardly remember anything about her.
She had steel in her, did Martha. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
Oh, shit!
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die.
What?
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Wow.
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp. This close. We were this close.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
That's Montoya?
Disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense.
What? Yeah, no, yeah.
Anything to hurt the
Yeah,
dog.
that doesn't make sense. This is Renee Montoya we're talking about.
Falcone's case meant
Did they just make Renee into a murderer?
Victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains?
I don't. No, well,
spin
we
it the
can't.
best
That's
we
not
can.
fair. Why
Issues
her?
constant.
You could have
We had to
choose.
shoot
You could have
her
made any.
Details are
You
still
could have
coming
gone
in.
with
We're
any other
investigating.
character.
The
Why
usual.
Montoya?
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
Fuck.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex
First is
facts, like how
solving a
and why.
20-year-old murder as an 8-year-old child.
Mr. District Attorney, Falcone.
20 years.
Christ.
Why?
I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
But why use Montoya? You could have used any cop. Is it for this reason? Did you want to get this? They wanted this emotion out of me. I hate this.
Why she did this.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Montoya, though. I don't get it.
Secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine. Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Her veins, still visible beneath her skin. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I
The
got
question's
this
gonna
awful
save you.
feeling something terrible happened. Everything is such a blur.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
We're gonna save you. We're gonna save you, Montoya.
Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
Do you have a connection to my cousin? Do you know my cousin? I think
it
you
would
do.
Explain a lot.
Maybe.
Listen, you have to believe me.
We're gonna save you.
I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone.
I know.
But I would never.
You're a good person.
Never betray the lieutenant.
Not even the lieutenant, it's the law.
Foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt. No consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to. No matter what. The reasons why I should've, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Yeah, we knew it was
Cobblepot
Cobblepot.
said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do.
Thanks, Jim.
Hey,
Thank you,
get
Jim.
forensics in here. Now!
I don't care how old
She
slash
remembers a
ugly
voice
you
saying
might
something
be.
about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce,
Well,
what are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown.
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Listen, I owe you for those files on Falcone. I got a lot of credit at the Gazette for that story. Whatever's going on here, you can't afford to be associated with it. Let me help you. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened.
truth and
Just
justice, right?
Give me something to run with.
A police sergeant, Renee Montoya.
Wait,
Hey, listen.
Sergeant
If,
Montoya.
if we're fighting for truth and
You
justice,
didn't
we
get
gotta
this
do.
from me.
No matter how much I love Montoya, truth and justice. Truth and justice. That's what I tell myself to help me go to sleep at night.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue
I
they scan on
love comic
Montoya
book
is
science.
similar to the nerve
Take a
injections
picture of
of
someone's
dogs.
neck, you can get their blood cells.
Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds. The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control. This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you?
Considering the amount they stole from Falcone, they could build a small army of remorseless assassins.
The thought is chilling. Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Yeah, the benefit of having done this part before is I can skip through the boring parts. Or maybe not. Maybe I am not as good at this as I thought.
Bring me her head. There you go. You'll be alright. Alright.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Hey! I know this move. The Batman Beyond Club. The old two-finger beyond trick.
If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
You lot, come check out this office.
Where is he? I don't know! Please, names. You can help me.
Let him go.
Batman! It's about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order.
I'll crush him.
Now, have a little respect
Who's
for the
the
Bat. Think he
walking
underestimates
zombie guy?
you. Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out. Believe me, I know from personal experience.
You don't decide who lives and who dies. That's not justice.
But it's bloody well satisfying, isn't it? As a show of good faith.
That's blue. What's
I'm
that
gonna
phone,
let
isn't it?
this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
Oswald Cobblepot. What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you?
Gotta admit, you've got flair. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham. They found Catwoman.
What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selina.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Break that knee. Oh, snap.
Gonna have to try harder than this.
Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you going back? You should have gone down. Get to your car, right? You're trying to save Selina, not fight this guy.
Alfred, track down.
Why am I being a better
Selina
Batman than Batman?
I'll find her right away.
Running is slower than falling, Batman.
Is that Bruce Wayne?
You really think he'd show up here?
Oh, tunes for drinking, dancing, and fighting. Not necessarily in that order.
Yeah, obviously you dance, then you drink.
Did you hear? The cops raided his house. Sorry, his.
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
Do you know Selina Kyle? There are men after her.
Uh-huh. When aren't there?
Well, these ones are trying to kill her.
Hey, don't I know you? It is you. Knew it. The cops take all your fancy clothes? Are you trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Nice to meet you.
Frank. Yeah. Funny seeing you here. So much in the papers. Whole other thing, meeting the man in real life. You're shorter than I thought you would be.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
Hey, Frank's pretty cool.
He didn't seem to mind the company.
Yeah, Frank's cool.
Whatever.
Why are you being such a dick, Selina? Jeez. I was just starting to make friends that weren't superheroes.
Selina, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
I'm sorry things went down the way they did, but I have information. The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me.
When did he start going by Penguin?
He should have just killed me on that rooftop.
Was he always going by Penguin?
dead.
Did I miss something? Tell me if I missed something.
over. You
When did
really
when did he
screwed.
start going by Penguin?
The Penguin.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common. The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad.
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
I need you, Selina.
That right?
If Penguin is as deadly as you say, I need all the help I can get.
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together? After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
You and Harvey, it's pretty clear you aren't just friends.
Please, I'm just toying with him. I only take my claws out for someone special. You and I...
Oh, snap. With the Pumas? I see you, homeboy.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Is there a mandatory haircut to work for
Penguin
Penguin?
says,
'Cause that seems
"Hello."
wild. Penguin sauce, hello.
We're here for her.
Okay.
If you care about your own skin,
Gentlemen, please, sit. Have a drink. Let's work this out like civilized people.
we're done talking.
What?
I hate that they run and then stop. Giving up all momentum. Ooh, sweating
Not done yet.
hits. Was there just one guy waiting outside? Yeah.
I think they want more.
Then let's give it to him.
Ooh, a little Nightwing action. I dig it. I dig it.
You felt pretty good. For such a pretty boy.
You're not too bad yourself.
Come on, this way.
Quick, check the alleyway.
You see anything?
Negative. Let's check the other side.
Are we alone?
Yeah, we're alone.
I mean, you think I'm not about to get that kiss?
Let's get out of here.
I guess I'm not about to get that kiss.
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. Yes or no, will you help me stop Penguin?
I'm gonna say maybe, but only because he's trying to kill me.
Pretty good reason to say yes.
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here. All from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
Hill is setting me up. Penguin's gonna take a shot at me. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
Isn't that obvious? Why would you, if you go as Batman asking about Bruce Wayne, that seems like it seems like telling exactly who you are. Might as well show up as Batman and take the mask off. What happened here? Why is the window broken? Why is the elevator taped up? Did we fight here already?
Sorry, the mayor's busy.
Why did
Do
you
have
come
an
into
appointment?
work? This place looks
The
like it's been
mayor's doing
trash.
debate prep. He really can't be disturbed right now.
Oh, I was really hoping you'd be able to help me out. Who knows? Maybe I could return the favor one day.
Girl, I admire your dedication, because I would have been like,
Seems you
caught,
do have
link,
an
and
appointment,
sick.
Mr. Wayne. Silly me.
What's your name? Hold on, girl. Hold on.
Bruce Wayne? Finally, you've come to see me. Of course, only after your name's been dragged through the mud. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad to see you. But you're a day late and a great many dollars short.
We can be friends, Hill. I'd like us to put aside our differences.
It's easy to ask for peace when you've already lost the war. But I won't be the one to deny a fresh start. Your father and I, we took this city and made it ours. Falcone too, rest his soul. We built everything we have. You were born with it. A young man like you wouldn't understand what it takes to rise to the top.
Oh, I understand. Very well.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Sounds like me.
It is you.
So, what's your point? I take it you have one.
I'm here as a friend. This can disappear.
Oh, let me guess. There's a fee.
The fee is full disclosure on your partners.
Partners? I want nothing to do with it. I'm in Cobblepot's crosshairs, same as you.
But you fed them dirt on me.
Only the files I seized from Wayne Manor. Your father, Falcone, and I, we had ways of getting anything we wanted. How do you think your family got the land for Wayne Tower? Cobblepot wants retribution because we took his family's land. Oswald's family signed it over to us, along with the rest of their assets.
Even if that's true, it's no excuse for Cobblepot's crimes.
I quite agree. It doesn't hurt to understand your enemy's motives. There's so much more I could share, if only we were friends. I could help you deal with Penguin, let you in on some family history. But I'm caught in a dogfight for my political career, and my rival has bottomless pockets. Now, if that rival were to say, drop out, or his advertising spend were to dry up, I might have a lot more resources for helping a new friend.
Not a chance, Hill. I'm not cutting Harvey loose.
Well, you dropped on your head. When the mayor of Gotham extends a hand, you take it.
I don't need your hand. Not with your voice on tape.
You forget who you're talking to. I'm the man that says I never left such and such a message. And all the judges bow their heads and say, yes, sir. I'm the man who sends the police to your house to take your things, and I give them to whoever I please. You're nothing like your father. You'd never have the backbone to do what we did. I'm the heavyweight, Wayne, and you're punching above your weight. Get out of the ring before you get hurt.
The judges may bow, but the voters will burn you at the stake when I turn you in.
If that voicemail makes it to the papers, or anywhere else I don't like, I'll turn my commissioner loose on your lieutenant for that fiasco down at the precinct.
Gordon?
And then I'll turn him on you and Dent for being there.
Do it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a debate to prep for. Get him out of here.
You know Harvey is going to embarrass you out there.
Dent's campaign is on its last legs. Tonight, it hits the canvas.
It's you who's going downhill, and you're not getting back up. Alfred, get a warning to Gordon. Tell him to increase security of the debate. Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there. I wonder what else is on here.
As per your request, Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
It's a plan of the old Monarch Theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held. I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting. I can't imagine how you must feel. To learn so much in so little time.
To hear their crimes detailed, first by Falcone, then by a snake like Hill. It makes me question myself.
You shouldn't, Bruce. You are your own man. And the city needs you, now more than ever. I'll leave you to it then.
Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent appears to be hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office. Despite the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne, rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making ad buys. A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic, perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
In other news, nobody goes to Gotham's dive bars expecting a quiet night out, but police say a brawl tonight at the Stack Deck Bar in Otisburg was the rowdiest one in recent memory. Reports say multiple arrests were made, with all the suspects taken into custody while unconscious. Police are seeking an unidentified man and woman who were seen in conversation with the assailants shortly before the fight.
Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent appears to be hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office. Despite the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne, rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making ad buys. A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic, perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
In other news, nobody goes to Gotham's dive bars expecting a quiet night out.
Okay,
but
they're
police
just
say
repeating it.
Wait a minute. The images on these cameras haven't changed. Something's wrong.
Penguin's men may have commandeered the cameras on their end. We could just be looking at
what they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may have visitors. I have to get down there. Now. Harvey needs to get out of there.
Hey, Bruce. Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually. Something's come up. Something that's... well, it's not exactly pleasant.
Why? What happened? Are you all right?
Me? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Oh, you mean because of this penguin threat? They have me in some back room until the debate begins. For my own protection, they said. A little bit of overkill, if you ask me. Look, Bruce, I didn't want to do this over the phone, but my advisors are telling me that I need to... that I need to distance myself from you. Until all this mess with your family blows over. They're afraid it's not a very good...
I get it. It's the smart move, but let's talk about that later.
I'm glad you see it that way. What with the allegations in the press, and now this mess with Falcone, you're a liability. But here's the thing, Bruce. Without your money, I am dead in the water. I know this is a delicate topic, but I need you to keep me afloat. I may have to trash you in public, but you and me, we'll know the truth about our friendship.
No matter what, we need a new mayor. Hill needs to be removed.
I knew you'd see it that way. Listen, I hate to push you, but I need to know. Can I count on your money,
I
Bruce?
just said yes. You just heard me say yes.
Whatever it takes to save Gotham. That's what we wanted.
I'll always support you, Harvey.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. To Gotham. I'm sorry, Bruce. The makeup person is here. Guess she needs to put on my face. I hope you can still watch the debate somewhere. No matter what I have to say tonight, remember, you are always my friend.
Batman. Yeah, all quiet so far.
I've got a feeling that's about to change.
I'm glad I took a chance on this collaboration of ours.
Me too, Jim.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
Me too.
And the rest of Gotham will start to see you like I do. A hero.
Hero is a lofty title. I hope I live up to it.
Could be tonight's the night to prove it.
We have bigger things to worry about right now. Your security has been compromised.
I've got patrols on every door.
You better check on them.
I'd keep that holstered if I were you.
What's she doing here? She was part of that robbery at the mayor's office.
Really? You're gonna drag out that dead horse?
I think she's mending her ways.
Oh, he's right, Lieutenant. I don't do the bad things anymore. Unless it's on request.
This better not come back to bite me. Alpha Patrol, come in.
That, incident in the bar. Dead is its own kind of cage. I can't stand being in it. Not that I needed your help or anything, but you had my back. I thought I'd repay the favor. You know, like you scratch my back, I cut some people up.
You don't owe me anything. Those scum had it coming.
And they say chivalry is dead.
None of my men on the ground are responding.
Enough waiting. We're going in.
Alpha, do you read?
Now, aren't you glad I'm here?
Always glad to see you, Slater.
You have a better shot than my SWAT team of getting in there
I'm
quietly.
also happy to watch you walk away.
We are seriously underfunded at the GCPD.
Sounds like a vote for Dent, Lieutenant.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our live debate for the next mayor of Gotham City. This is an important debate for these two candidates, incumbent Mayor Hamilton Hill and the challenger Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent. And it's also important for you, the citizens of Gotham, who will soon head to the polls to decide the future of your home, a city that's faced its share of hardships in recent years. Rising crime rates, income inequality, yes, a masked vigilante loose on our streets. Candidates will tackle it all.
At least we know why they weren't responding.
Gruesome.
Gordon, we found one of your patrols. They've been terminated.
Sorry, ladies and gents. As you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program. First order of business. Firing the moderator!
Fudge. Good
I
gracious.
hate to be a downer, but these hostages, I don't like their chances.
They just didn't have a head for the issues.
If we're quick and decisive, no one else has to die.
If you say so. But Penguin's playing for keeps.
Fanatics always do.
You'll do. Get out here.
Vicky!
Keep it quiet back there.
Vicky, baby, I'm coming!
These guys are armed to the
I'm coming!
We need a new moderator.
Come on, you.
You there! Yes! You! Thank you for
Wait.
volunteering.
Please, no.
Go on, then. Introduce the candidates. Stage fright, huh? All right, I'll get you started, but this is your show.
3 hostiles. Gotta take them out quietly.
If you say so.
Coin toss. Heads goes first. Heads. Questions. Ask them questions.
Mr. Dent, the subject on everyone's mind is the new Wayne Mental Health Facility.
It's a much-needed state-of-the-art mental health care hospital that will offer treatment for the most unfortunate of Gotham citizens.
I told you I want the truth, not that steel old Mrs. Rubbish. Stay from the old stains, Pillock. Rule 1, talk when I say talk, shut your gob when I say shut your gob. Rule 2, Rule 3, tell the truth. It'll hurt worse if you don't. Ask me to die.
Keep your heads down. Make for the police line.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
My council of brothers and sisters of Gotham, you have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham. We are here to end the masquerade.
So they are doing quarter vials.
Expose the corruption that rooted your city. For too long, men like your esteemed mayor have profited from the pain of innocence. Tonight, we show you the truth. This is spiraling out of control. They have no idea about the man behind the mask.
Whoever it is, they're smart. Let someone else get their hands dirty.
Look into the hearts of these spineless creatures. Chosen to
Go on, love. You know what to do.
Candidates, take off your masks. Show Gotham your true selves. Tell them what you really think about the city you pretend to love.
Everybody in Gotham saw that moderator get shot on live TV. What's going on in there?
First off, we should incinerate the pool.
Incinerate the poor? Did he say we should incinerate the poor? I mean, it's definitely a stance. Good gracious.
We're out of time, Batman. The brass is going nuts with those two drunks on stage.
It is not too late to save the city. Corrupt politicians.
And what about the corrupt elite? The men's fortunes are built on corpses. Men like your friend, Bruce Wayne. You're as bad as he is. Happy to look away from what you don't want to see. Roll the tape!
Subject 9.
Papa?
I thought your father was dead.
Subject 9, Esther Cobblepot. You've been declared criminally insane and committed to Arkham indefinitely as a ward of the state.
Please, I'll sell you the land. Please don't do this.
You had your chance. You should have made the deal we offered you. Give her the drug.
Thomas, we're friends. Our boys play together.
You were warned, Esther. You know I always get what I want. Commence the
Oh my
procedure.
God.
Give her a dose she won't come back from.
Oh my God.
Now you know. Now you will see.
I bet it's that old dude from the party.
Batman! You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Go!
Why don't you kick the crap out of him?
No, please, I made an end.
You could never.
That was all Wayne, not me.
What?
I took out Thomas
What?
Wayne. That.
I pressed left.
That was all him. He didn't know when
I
to
pressed
stop.
left.
I had him killed because of it.
Is it forcing me to fail this?
That won't bring back my poor old mum. So this is for her.
I won't let you kill anyone else!
Wait your turn, Dent!
Okay.
Where's your mate, Bruce Wayne? Your biggest supporter.
That's
and didn't even
frustrating.
turn up.
Like legitimately frustrating. Like I pressed the button.
Batman!
Is it impossible to
The
save
revolution's
him?
already started. It's too late to join.
Let Dent go.
And what if I don't?
I'll crush every bone in your body.
I knew you'd say something like that.
Gotta save Gotham's future.
Mr. Dent. Thanks.
Freeze! I said freeze! Hold your fire, damn it! Where's the maniac in the mask?
City Hall is in chaos after Mayor Hamilton Hill was confirmed dead.
While several members of the Children of Arkham have been arrested, the Penguin is still at large.
Meanwhile, the Wayne family scandal continued to escalate after the full list of Thomas Wayne's victims was released to the public.
Mr. Wayne?
Lieutenant.
He's lucky, you know. Could have been much worse if the Batman hadn't been there.
But there still will be scars.
Did you see her? No, but look for the blood. There. Come on, she can't go far.
I hated this. I was frustrated that
representing Bruce Wayne
I tried to press there's an A button on the goon's face, which I pressed, which I don't know if that worked. There was a left swipe that I pressed, but I also don't know if that worked. Oh, okay. Well, that was an episode. Oh yeah, most people are nice people. Good to know. Yeah, come on. If you have the chance to kiss Selina, you kiss Selina. That's a lot of people who showed up as Batman. Why? What do you think you'll get as Batman that you wouldn't get as Bruce Wayne? It seems ridiculous. Okay. I'm actually surprised that most people understood that, you know, Dent was the future. More people save Selina? Why? Are they using the meta knowledge? Harvey is the future mayor. He can make actual change. That's fascinating to me. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching this episode, even though it's the second time of this one. I appreciate it. Do the like, comment, subscribe thing. Tell me how you feel about Renee. Because that hurt. Other than that, I guess I'll see you guys next time.